Hello and welcome to the first video video tutorial of the Ascension Lutheran Church website. Sorry, I had to re-record these because they were not working the first time. So here's to round two. So this video, I'm basically going to give you an overview of kind of terminology, how to log in, and just kind of an overview of what the back end or administration area looks like. First off, what we're looking at right now is the front-facing site, the public site. I'll usually call this the front end or the website because this is what people see, the public site. Same thing when I say something is made public, published to be public. That's what I mean, that this is the front-facing, public-facing website. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up another tab because I like to work and I like to both see the front end, the public-facing website, and the back end, or the administration area, at the same time to kind of see what I've been changing. So I'm going to go to ascension-mke.org/wp-admin, ADMIN. Now, if you're on a public computer, or not logged in, this will redirect you to the login page. Now, if you are automatically logged in, like on a personal computer, this page will just be bypassed. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here's the login page. So everyone should have a login username and password that will get you into this backend. I will recommend not clicking on Remember Me unless you are on your own personal computer, just at home or something secure, because otherwise anyone going to the website can log in or can be logged in and then make changes to the website, which you don't want. So leave that unchecked if you're on a public computer. So go ahead and log in with your username and password. Now, one thing that I'll say right off the bat is that I'm an administrator. I'm like the super admin on that account. So your account, you may not see as many options as what I'm seeing or what you're seeing in this video. That's okay. That's just the different user levels. The stuff that the administrator sees are things that you're not going to be needing to change anyway. Things like the template, the programming behind it that powers the website, the things that make things look like they do. So you just have to worry about the actual content, which you'll have access to. Okay, so now when you log in, apparently on my very slow internet, here is, you get kind of an overview of what's going on the website. Over on this left-hand side, this is an important menu because this is going to be where you're going to be able to access all of the content portions to make changes, to add things, and modify things on the website. Right away, we can see that there's some updates that are needed. We'll get little alerts that says that there's updates. Maybe only admins will see this or be able to do anything about this. So don't worry about that if you see that. If you see a little, these little notifications, that just means that there's an update that is available for it. So right here on the dashboard, it may look different, like I said. You always can change the way things look because everyone has their own user account. You will be able to kind of modify and streamline your account to make your work most efficient. So if I click on this screen options up on the top right, which you'll see actually in most of the pages within the administration area, we can see I can turn on and off things, like incoming links isn't really important. Let's say I really wanted to read the WordPress blog because I'm interested in what WordPress has to say. All of these things is just a matter of clicking on and off. It's not changing any functionality in the site. It's just hiding and showing different portions of what the back end or the administration area can do. I just close that, and now I can see my changes. I can move things around and I can drag and drop them onto different columns. Go ahead and do whatever you'd like to make it more efficient. You can even click on anytime there's a little arrow. That'll be a show and hide that little box area. So go ahead and clean things up and play around with that because that's not changing anything on the site. That's just in your view in the administration area. Some of the main areas that you'll be accessing, well, first off, obviously the dashboard, because that's where you'll get dropped off right away when you log in. The posts, events, forms you probably won't use because once you have those set up, those are the contact forms. That's, the contact us or the prayer request forms. Once those are created and set, you might not need to mess with them at all. But if you need to modify and change something in one of the contact forms or create a new form like a registration form for an event or something like that, that's where that is. Pages, that will be very useful because those control all of the pages, the individual pages on the website. Then also service times, homepage slideshow, and header quotes. These are specific to the Ascension page. And I'll go into more detail on those later, but they're basically act like posts up here on the top. However, they have specific areas where they show up. And we'll go over that in a later video. Things like appearance, plugins, users, and settings, these may only be visible to an administrator. So, like I said, these are things that control the look and feel of the site that you won't need to worry about. So let's just dive in really quick just to kind of see what happens when we click on one of these side menus. So notice when I hover over them, many of them have a little bit of a flyout where it gives you, ability to see more menu items. I personally don't like those on the side because I can never really hit them. If you hit the main title over here, so like for example posts and events, when that page loads, that flyout menu will actually show up underneath that menu item, already expanded. So I just find that as an easier way to navigate. It's all personal preference. So now here, this add new event categories, etc. will just show up here on this left-hand menu as opposed to this little flyout to the right menu thing. So that's about it for kind of an overview terminology. I will just clarify the difference between posts and pages quickly. To do that, I'm going to flip over to the public site, the website here. So what we see on the home page, we see the slideshow, which are posts, because they're little bits of information, and there's multiple ones, and it rotates through those. Here, the latest news and stories, those are also posts. The events are here, pretty self-explanatory in the center. And then there's some more kind of posts, bits of information over on the right-hand side. But if we go into, for example, the Who We Are page, this gives us just one window of content, basically. So we have our statement of mission and the larger logo and some text. This is what's called a page. The stuff that's in the news are each posts because there's different little, basically think about it like a blog. So the news and stories page has multiple posts all on one page, but each page only has one page, one bit of information, because this is just one thing, and then we go to another page, that's going to be another page. These are all listed in the back end, each is its own individual page. And I'll click over there. and we'll see our list of pages when we click on the Pages menu item here on the left. So now we see here's who we are, and then as a subpage, because it's got a dash there, is pastors and staff. So that means it's a child page of this, the who we are, which would be the parent page. So they like to use family terminology, which makes sense. So this is a subpage or a child page. It's underneath the who we are page. It'll show up on this right-hand side menu, the sub menu under the who we are page. So that's about it for terminology. I'll go into more detail on actually creating and editing posts as well as pages, and talking about the different special functionality of the homepage, and also a little bit about the translation.